How do you achieve good development in the Queen's Gambit? Imagine you're starting a game of chess and want to build a strong position from the very beginning. That's what good development is all about. In the Queen's Gambit, it's especially important because you want to control the center early on. When you open with the move pawn to d4 and then challenge black's pawn on d5 with pawn to c4, you're setting the stage for a fight for space. Your goal is to take control of the middle of the board, especially the squares d4, d5, and e4. You do this by supporting your pawn on c4 with moves like knight to c3 and pawn to e3 or e for later on. Developing your minor pieces to natural squares is key. Knights go to c3 and f3, bishops to f4 or g5 for the light-squared bishop, and e2 or d3 for the dark-squared bishop. This setup helps you control the center and prepares for castling. If black accepts the pawn on c4, you want to recapture it quickly with e3 and bishop to c4, which puts your bishop on an active square. Castling early is a smart move because it keeps your king safe and connects your rooks. Usually, you castle on the king's side, which also opens up the semi-open c-file. Once your rook is on c1, it can support your efforts on the queen side or pressurize black's position. Using the c-file is important because if black captures on c4, the file opens up for your rook to attack. Planning to push pawn to e4 is another way to strengthen your position. This move opens lines for your bishops and queen, helping you gain more space. But be careful not to move too many pawns too early. Focus on developing your pieces first and keeping your king safe. Watch how black responds and adjust your plan accordingly. If black plays the Slav defense, Queen's Gambit declined, or accepts the gambit, your development plan might shift slightly, but the core ideas stay the same. Moving your knights and bishops to good squares, castling early, and controlling the center are your main goals. Using the semi-open c-file with your rook can give you a strong foothold on the queen side. And always remember, keeping your pawn structure solid and avoiding unnecessary pawn moves helps your pieces stay active. When you develop your pieces efficiently, you set yourself up for a strong middle game. This balanced approach makes your position flexible and ready to launch attacks or defend as needed. So, in the Queen's Gambit, good development means quickly mobilizing your knights and bishops, securing your king with castling, controlling key squares, and preparing to push your central pawns. All these steps help you build a strong, active position that can adapt to whatever black throws at you.